Hey guys, so the Crafting League has been announced. If you haven't seen it, it's going to be a 3-week long season, mini season, where everyone can only use normal, rare, and crafted items. That means no uniques, no set items. You still will be able to get torches, but you have to kill Ubers with crafted gear. So what is everyone going to be playing? And what's the best thing to do for this little 3-week season? Yeah, throw Barb. I got it. Everyone's going to play Throw Barb. That's wonderful. If you love Throw Barb and you got the time to sit there and craft 1,000 throwing weapons, everyone's going to be playing that. And a 3-week season, you're not going to see a lot of trading. I just don't think it'll be a part of it, but the people who are going to be pushing this are going to be people mainly running in groups. But if you are a solo player, yeah, Throw Barb is still probably your best bet to go for. A couple things people I think might be sleeping on or might try that won't work too well. First of all, Sorks. Remember, Sorks don't do well unless you have that Infinity. Another one I think that's going to be popular is going to be, and no rune words obviously in this season either, is the Javazon, because it is so skill dependent. Any skill dependent class, people are going to try to eat up skillers. But again, finding skillers over 3 weeks without a whole lot of trading scene going on, it's doable. It is. It's nothing wrong with it. But I just think you're going to be disappointed with the raw damage coming out when you don't have, all this crazy gear on. Obviously, you can find skill-crafted gear, and I think this will still be a decently strong option to go with. The two I want to talk about. As always, yes, I'm going back to the Summon Amazon. I had to pull off, obviously, my, whatever it was I had, the Demon Machine and the Fortitude, but I remembered, this iteration that I had of this Amazon was using crafted gear. I mean, look, it was crafted gear across the board. Now, your strafe damage is going to be complete ass running this, because, well, that's what you have to use for the synergies on Decoy, but even with no skillers on, just a torch, you can still hit level 30. If you get a circlet and a passive skills amulet, passive skills gloves, you get the 3rd Valkyrie, which is really big. You have a great tank here. This thing can handle Ubers in this iteration. I've done it before. The decoys also, again, doing 1,000 to 1,400 damage a pop, and you get 3 of them. It's going to be more damage than most of you are going to see. I think a lot of people are going to jump in and realize exactly how hard it is to run this, and they're going to have a bunch of throw barbs that can't crack a couple hundred damage. And remember also, the thing you can get is the rare armors do roll ED, so you can pump this just a little bit more. Your damage isn't going to be that great, but you can still get it out of the decoys. They will still benefit from critical strike and things like that. All right. But yeah. Also doing another summons on video. I love the summons on. I am taking credit, by the way, for the changes that they made to the summons on with the Java summons on that they're coming out with. I made summons on great again. I'm taking credit for that. Fuck you. Senpai was all over my build and my dick on that one. I don't care. But here's the one I think people are going to be sleeping on. It's Paladin. And Paladin suffers from the exact same problem that the Throw Barb does. You're going to need to find some sort of crafted, godly weapon to make something like Zeal work. But not really. First of all, Fanaticism, when it's maxed out with Zeal, is very, very good. You're going to be surprised at how much damage you can pump out with just a regular crafted weapon. But the kicker here is, especially for group play, is Conviction. And doing a Fist of Heaven's Paladin with almost naked is incredibly powerful. It's going to be very powerful for this league. And if you are playing with anyone who's on a magic-based class, for example, if my 2 friends decide they're going to play magic classes for this, I am going to be running a Conviction Paladin. I will just be the support guy. You're going to need to, be a support character. Your damage won't be all that and all that. But, as a group, you're going to be doing very, very well. But in terms of solo, and now I'm finally getting to it, I think running a Holy Shock Paladin is going to be completely slept on. That's your damage, just a Berserk Rax, no gear on. You see I'll even take the torch off. But 6k max damage with the Holy Shock. You can also do this with Holy Fire and get the minimum damage, and you'll be like, I think it was like 2.5, 3k to 4k fire damage. Honestly, if I could, what I would do, if I could convince my buddies to do it, would be to run 3 of these. One with Holy Freeze, one with Holy Shock, and one with Holy Fire. Just deal with anything in a map that would pop up. I think this is going to be slept on wholly. And remember, You can't just pump out your resistances anymore with the Chains of Honor or whatever silly, you know, unique gear you find in all these crazy rune words. You have to find a way to make these characters beefy without all that gear. And Paladin with Holy Shield and Salvation, which, again, if you had a group of Paladins, one of you could be running Salvation, is just going to be too good to pass up. Remember, you can't get... The only auras you're going to be able to get now that are really useful are Might from the Act 5 mercs. I mean, everything else is kind of like, yeah, whatever. You can't get a Faith, you can't get Fanaticism outside of having a Paladin anymore. You can't get Conviction outside of having a Paladin. You can't put that on a merc anymore. So I think these are just going to be way too... They're going to be the best character for group play. If you are playing with one other person, I think one of you needs to be on a Paladin. If you're playing solo and you don't want to play Throw Barb, don't sleep on the Aura Paladins. They're just too good to pass up, all right? That's actually all I had. See you guys later.